I want to welcome you back to Black Site tonight. We're going to talk about they have major power outages in France during the Olympics. This is what happens when you mock God. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. During the 2024 Olympics in Paris, we have now major power outages. This is extremely embarrassing for the Olympics. It's nighttime over in Paris. They're about 5 hours ahead of our time, so it's almost morning time in Paris. But you can expect this to happen because yesterday, during the opening ceremonies, they spent all night mocking God, mocking the Last Supper, using transgenders and drag queens to mock God in the Bible, Quran, the Torah, Hinduism, any religion you can think of, to tell the world that a new day is coming for them. But they forgot one thing. God is the Alpha. He is also the Omega. And he decided that the lights would turn off on the biggest event in the world to let them know what they did was truly not of God. And if you don't believe there's a God, this will let you know it is. That he felt and saw what they were doing, and he's giving them a warning. If you keep this up, it can even get worse, because these forces is trying to take over the world and trying to turn our children against Christ, against Islam, against Judaism, any religion there is, to turn to pure evil. And I'm going to tell you, when I saw that ceremony last night, I had to cut it off because I knew what they were doing. They were going after our children, going after the basic fundamentals of life, going at the basic teachings of life. When you mock the Last Supper, the days before Jesus himself was put on the cross, when you do that, that shows you how evil they is. The only person who would tell you to mock Jesus is the devil himself. And we know that. So tonight is his revenge. And I'm telling you, his revenge is going to be even worse when he comes back. This is something that we need to take a look at and understand. There is a higher power than us on this earth. There is some place that we go when we leave this realm. And he let them know that last night was blasphemy. It was not of God. And by cutting these lights off, he let them know that I have the final say so. I have the final power. Yes, the lights will come on, if he lets them on. But he's letting them know what you did last night was horrible. And this is what these people are all about. They are about destruction, destroying minds of children with this so-called new sexuality, this new so-called religion that is only bringing forth the Antichrist. That's all that's about. And everybody knows it. And I'm glad that those lights went out over there in Paris to let them know that he has the final say so, what goes and what doesn't go. Well, they'll come back on and try and blame Russia or China or somebody who hacked or something like that. This is supposed to be all checked out before the Olympics. This is not supposed to ever happen. The last thing they thought what happened is the lights turned off. Now you remember They were supposed to have a swimming event. They couldn't swim in the water because of the E. coli. Man, God has his own revenge. And this is a slight revenge on these people who mocked him last night, mocked him in the public. And I'm glad this happened. I'm glad that they're seeing what they did last night was not of God. And for those who said they enjoyed the ceremony, I feel sorry for you. You should have turned that ceremony off because you knew it was up to no good. Now there is no lights on, and there needs to be no lights on until he puts them back on. This is what happens throughout Europe. It is turning more and more anti-Christian, but it's spreading over to Canada. Now it's starting to spread over to America, to where people actually think believing in these LGBTQ communities, believing in this Green New Deal thing, all of them have become a replacement for God. And God is starting to let them know that there's nothing that can replace him. And he let them know that tonight. So you are going to have to understand this. Until you repent, until you get on your knees and say what you did was wrong, this will continue to happen. This is what happens when God strikes, when he shows his power. He shows it slightly, and he showed it tonight. And he's got everybody thinking, I bet not my God, because we don't know. He did this in front of the whole world. He cut your lights off in front of the whole world to let you know that you were wrong. And now Christians can rise up to let them know that this is what happens when you have this anti-Christian open ceremony. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. I want to thank you for listening to Black Sight. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also please share this video.